Hi, I'm Michael.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
And this is Teen Talk. Hey guys, we're back with Teen Talk. Teens just trying to help teens. And today's subject that we really want to get down is spoon feeding. And you're probably wondering, spoon feeding is what happens to a baby when it's hungry. How is that going to apply to me, the student, the parents, the faculty? I don't get it. Well, it definitely applies to all of those people. And my friend Daniel is going to tell you exactly how and why this is so important. Daniel, why don't you take it?
Thanks, Michael.
No problem.
The term spoon feeding is not really understood by a lot of people when it's applied to learning and education.
Right.
But we're going to do that today, and we're going to clear that up. It's a metaphor, and it kind of relates to the image of a baby, a newborn baby you have in the house, and the mom, in some cases the dad, will take a jar of, say, Gerber baby food, and the mom or the dad will take the top off of the jar while the baby's sitting there and get the spoon with the rubber around the edges so it doesn't harm the mouth, and will literally dip the food out of the jar and put it in the baby's mouth for him. And then the baby will just know what to do from there and just take the food, put his mouth down, and they will pull the spoon out, and the food is very soft. It's like it's already been chewed almost because it's been mashed and things. And from there on, all they have to do is swallow, and that's their whole way of eating.
And that pretty much is everything. And you're probably thinking right now, I still don't understand. This is what he's trying to say. Students come into class and they're not prepared, just like the baby has no capability of eating that food on its own. Just like a student, he did not study the night before, so he has no capability of passing his test. So what the teacher does, the teacher represents the parent. The teacher is going to take the information, substitutes mainly, and take it and put it in the student's mouth. The student did nothing to deserve it, and he's swallowing that information that he never learned. And this is why it's something that really bothers us, that we want to get down. To all you students, parents, you need to be aware of this, parents, and substitutes, because substitutes are the main ones.
Let me add to that real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why he's saying that substitutes mainly do this is because substitutes aren't aware of how things are done, and they'll come in and they'll be really concerned about doing the job good, kids getting good grades. They don't want the kids to get really bad grades as soon as they come in. So they'll basically, right before the test, they'll come up and they'll review over the test, but this isn't like a regular review.
This isn't the worksheets. This isn't a raising of hands. And Daniel's going to tell you exactly what it is.
It's not thinking either. It's not thinking in the way that you've been previously taught to think.
That's right.
What it is it's reading the exact information, in most cases, off of the test, the exact answers, the exact questions, and sometimes in order to the kids right before they take the test. So it's just right there. They can write it down on the test, and then right after the test is done, it's gone. And
then they get a good grade, something that they did not deserve.
And then you have this student here making the same grade or worse or less. So because when they stayed up the night before and learned the information, learned how to imply it, learned how to apply it to a situation when they're asked, not just learn to memorize facts right before a test.
That's right.
Because these kids, the problem is they come in and our peers and the fellow teens that we walk in the halls with every day will come in and they will try to cram this information, and it does them absolutely no benefit later on in the year. And these substitutes and these teachers will help and aid in this. They will help because they will help the kids cram, but they'll do it even worse. They'll say, look, I'm just going to read you all the answers. Guys, it's time to review. I'm going to give you all the answers. That's what makes it even worse. And that's why this is attacking mainly teachers.
Daniel,
and substitutes and subs, but it's also not only the substitutes and the teachers and the faculty, but it's attacking the kids for allowing it to happen and sometimes participating in it. Go ahead.
Wow, you really nailed it on the head. That was good, Daniel. I'm proud. And let me explain to you how this is just unfair and wrong.
Hey, we just came up with a demonstration to show you guys, for you guys who are more visual learners. Michael, show them.
And we're putting this in the middle of the video because we really want you to learn this, okay? One, we got a student that did absolutely no studying, did not maintain the information, didn't pay attention in class. He's right here. We got your student right here, studied his butt off. He wanted to get a good grade. Put him right here, okay? So, here are the students, here's the test, and here's the 100 zone right there, okay? So, you know, test day comes. You have a substitute. Substitute wants to be a good substitute. She takes out the test and starts taking questions off the test and telling you, and she tells you the answers. So, you're both right here. Okay? You know, you're both going through the test. You know? You're confident. This guy's confident because he just got the answers spoon-fed to him. He didn't do any studying, showed no effort, and this is just plain unfair. And where do they both end up? In the 100 zone. And that's exactly why it's wrong, because I know there's students out there that put forth effort and they're fed up with this too. I know there's some out there. And you know, that I think we pondered on this demonstration for about a week now. And it doesn't seem like much, but it really makes a lot of sense. And we mean demonstration, we are talking about the Gerber baby food. We're talking about all of this. We just really want you guys to understand the importance of all of this. And it's wrong, guys. It's unfair and it's wrong. And that's, you know, that's pretty much all
I think what Michael's trying to say is that it's what we're going to be reiterating.
I was tongue twisting my words.
It's alright, dude. It happens to all of us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry.
I think that's about all. There's not a whole lot more that we can say about it other than just telling you guys that it's wrong. Encouraging you guys to stop. And we're going to have some steps to help you guys fight this, to make it a little bit easier.
And another thing, we're going to run through some good ways to handle and cope with these situations. We're going to have a video on right and wrong, ethics. We're going to have a video on simple guidelines and steps and acronyms. Yes, acronyms that can help you through this. We're even going to tell you what an acronym is because there's some of you out there that don't know.
And that's okay, because you're gonna know
that's
after
fine.
you're done with this.
That's
I think that just for the sake of making this like a one-time video thing, like guys look up this video and they can tell their friends,
right,
and including a lot of information in one, I think we should go ahead and give them one really good acronym, the one that I know helped you out a lot and continues to.
Oh boy, that is a good one.
Do you want to give them that one?
All right, I'm going to give the introduction. You take it away.
Go for it. Dude.
Okay, this acronym, and absolutely my favorite, is
TITYO.
And you're probably thinking, what is TITYO? What is TITYO? Because isn't that what I said when you first told me? Okay, basically
I came up with it, is what it is, and then I told him it's a long story. But
it's a long story, but basically the T in TITYO stands for
taking.
The I stands for
initiative.
The T stands for
to.
The Y,
yourself,
and the O,
others. Taking initiative to yourself and others. TITYO.
I just laughed because something so small pretty much changed my life.
It changed. He wouldn't be sitting here. It would be me by myself right now. Tell him the story.
Well, basically, I was taking a test.
Hang on. What he means by taking a test is he was sitting beside me, and he got like halfway through the test, and it took him like 30 minutes, and I was done. Mine's upside down on my desk. Go ahead.
Okay. So, you know, we weren't friends at the time. In fact, I hated him because he got good grades and he studied, and I was the type of person the night before, the day before, sometimes I tried to cram it, other times I would just hope that the teacher would spoon feed the answers. But I'm halfway done with the test. Daniel's sitting next to me. Daniel's a great guy, by the way. He really is a great guy. He knows what he's talking about. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, holy crap, dude, I don't know these answers. So, you know, I nudge Daniel just like this, and I go, hey, Daniel, you want to help me out? And basically what he said...
He does that nudge that he did, and he goes, dude, you want to help me out? You know, like that little mischievous, like,
Yeah.
under the radar. And I look back at him, and I said, nah, man, TITYO.
And I'm like, what?
He went, what's TITYO?
I busted out
It
laughing.
was classic. It was like, what's TITYO?
I busted out laughing. I'm like, what's TITYO? And he's like...
He thought it was some kind of, like, Facebook joke or something.
Yeah, but that's definitely not the case. And I am so thankful.
I just looked at him, I said, taking initiative to you and others, and he said, initiative for what? And I went on to explain to him about spoon feeding, about not cheating, about stuff like that. And TITYO, it applies to everything. Taking initiative to you and others. I would encourage you guys to use that, because just the simple fact of him hearing the word TITYO changed his whole outlook and perspective on the educational system.
It sure did. And just like that, I was converted, and you guys can do that too. It's not hard. I know there's people out there that want to stop being lazy. Something lazy isn't something you're gonna get rid of when you go older. You have to take that step.
Well, in the and others part.
Right.
It's ironic, because if it in that exact acronym didn't have the emphasis on to yourself and others, yourself, notice it's before. Okay?
Right.
I took it for myself first, or I couldn't give it to somebody else. I couldn't reiterate it.
Right.
But I took it to myself. Excuse me.
You're
I
right.
took it to myself, and then he tried to get answers from me, and that was the and others part. I was kind, I was respectful, and I said TITYO. And he said, what's TITYO? And I said, I'll tell you what TITYO is. TITYO is taking initiative to yourself and others. Changed his life. Guys, unless Michael has anything else to add, I think that's going to be it for our video today.
Just thank you for watching is really all I have to say. You guys, if you have made it this far in our series of just 2 videos, thank you so much. Please keep watching. We love you guys. Have a blessed day.